Welcome to Leadership and Growth Fireside. I'm Greg Cannon, a place providing stories and insights to benefit you on your journey. No lectures or telling you what you must do. Instead, insights and possibilities for your own vision. Pull up a chair. Let's explore the path to your extraordinary potential together. Hello there, my friend. It's Greg Cannon. And I'm both delighted and a bit emotional regarding our time together today. Over these past few weeks, we've traveled a remarkable journey together. I'm hopeful that these conversations have brought as much value to your life as sharing them has brought to mine. When I began this podcast, I set out to share not just my story, but the principles that guided me from those humble beginnings. That 12-year-old boy who felt like a sardine in a tin can, to building a successful life and business. Today, as we conclude this series, I want to bring it all together and remind you that these aren't just theoretical concepts. These are tired, proven principles that have shaped real lives, mine and countless others I've had the privilege to mentor. Throughout our time together, we've explored 14 key principles, practical tools I've used to navigate from where I was to where I was meant to be. Let's revisit these guideposts briefly, not as a lecture, but as a gentle reminder of the path we've explored together. We began with defining your ideal life clearly, creating that vivid, detailed vision that serves as your map, just as my grandfather taught me about having the right directions for our family road trips. Without knowing where you're going, how can you possibly get there? We talked about visualizing success daily, drawing inspiration from my granny and her station wagon dream by consistently seeing yourself achieving your goals. You're programming your mind for success and keeping that vision at the forefront of your thoughts. We explored setting actionable goals, embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, and surrounding yourself with positivity. Remember, the people around you have a profound influence on your journey, so choose wisely those you allow into your inner circle. We discussed the discipline of staying committed even when the path gets difficult. Self-discipline, as we explored, is about doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. A lesson I learned wearing a suit at 18 while my peers were enjoying college life. We acknowledged the importance of adapting to change, celebrating small wins along the way, and prioritizing self-care as the foundation of sustainable success. You can't pour from an empty cup, my friend. We delved into cultivating a growth mindset, seeking inspiration in everyday heroes, and reflecting regularly on your journey. And of course, we talked about never compromising your values and the significance of leadership in all areas of life. These principles aren't hypothetical concepts dreamed up in a classroom or a boardroom. They're battle-tested strategies forged in the crucible of real-life experience. My experience moving from poverty to prosperity, from uncertainty to purpose, from struggle to success. What I'm hopeful of you understanding in this final conversation of this series is that these principles work together as a system. Like the instruments in an orchestra, each plays its part in creating a beautiful symphony, and that is your ideal life. You can't just focus on one and ignore the others. True transformation comes from embracing them all. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. That's great for you, Greg, but my circumstances are different. My roots go deeper. My challenges are greater. And you know what? That might very well be true. We all start from different places, face different obstacles, and carry different burdens. But here's what I know with absolute certainty. Your roots do not define your reach. The circumstances of your birth, your early struggles, the setbacks that you have faced, they inform your story, but they don't dictate your ending. I've seen these principles transform lives across all circumstances, from executives at the height of their careers to individuals starting over after profound loss, from young people just beginning their journey to those reinventing themselves later in life. The principles remain constant, even as the application varies. What matters most is not where you begin, but the direction you choose to move. Every step you take toward your ideal life, no matter how small, creates momentum. And momentum sustained over time leads to transformation. I think back to that day in my grandparents' pecan grove, that pivotal moment when my grandfather found me sobbing over a small bird and helped me to see myself differently. You aren't like other kids, he said. You know where you are in life, and you know where you want to be. You are wise like an old owl. Now use that head to figure out how to get there. His words weren't just comfort. They became my compass. They pointed the way from low ground to high hopes, from confusion to clarity, and from poverty to success. And in sharing these principles with you, I've tried to offer that same kind of compass, a way to navigate from where you are to where you are meant to be. As we conclude this series of the 14 principles together, your ideal life isn't just a distant dream. It's a series of intentional choices and actions guided by proven principles. It's available to you, regardless of your starting point, regardless of your past setbacks, regardless of your current circumstances. You have everything you need within you to move beyond your roots and embrace your full potential. The journey won't always be easy. There will be ups and downs, unexpected detours, and moments of doubt. But armed with these principles, you have the tools to overcome any obstacle and create the life you've always envisioned. In the words of my grandfather, you know where you are in life, and you know where you want to be. Now use your head and these principles to figure out how to get there. I hope you'll revisit these principles often. You will always be able to access them on my website. Let them be a resource you can return to whenever you need guidance, encouragement, or a reminder of your own potential. I believe with all my heart that each of us has the capacity to transform our life, to move beyond our roots, to achieve things that might seem impossible right now. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a simple step. Take that step today. Thank you for walking this path with me. Keep moving forward. Keep believing in yourself and keep cultivating your ideal life. May your journey be filled with purpose, growth, and the deep fulfillment that comes from living authentically and embracing your full potential.